I got 9 minutes to spare to my 2 o'clock appointment.
Are you listening?
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Shantae, and today on My World Honey, as you can see by the title, I'm gonna be giving y'all all the tea on my very first experience getting a Brazilian wax. Y'all, make sure y'all ready for this video. So I'm gonna just be honest. Yes, this is my first Brazilian wax. Don't be judging me like, oh my goodness, you never had that done, because I have heard so many people have got this done, but honey, I'm gonna just be honest. I've been terrified. I've been talking about it for so long now, saying like, I just want to do it. I want to have the experience. I want to see what it's like. So it's like I finally just gained all the courage and decided to go. So let's go ahead and get into this video. Make sure that you all like this video. Make sure that you comment down below. Let me know your experience. Let me know if you ever tried it, or let me know if you're thinking about it. Also, share this video. Tell your friends and tell your friends. Tell your friends and tell your friends. And most importantly, go ahead and hit that red button so you can subscribe and come back each and every Sunday with me as I post a video. So, right into the juicy details of this Brazilian wax. So, let me see. So, I went actually literally this week to get it done. So, basically, let's start from the beginning a little bit with a little story time. Me and 2 of my best friends have been talking about getting this done, just in general, but we have had so many just questions. All 3 of us have been scared, terrified, didn't really want to get it done because you just don't know what to experience. And of course, that choo-choo mama down there is very sensitive. So it's just like, we don't know what to do. We don't know how it's going to be. We all just, amping each other up. So we like, if you do it, I do it. If she do, we all could just go and just get it done and get it out the way so we can all share the same experience. So lately, it's like some other stuff came up. One of my best friends, she went out of town. My other best friend, she had actually just shaved. So you do have to have a certain amount of hair down there. So at that point, it's like, okay, me, I'm just kind of stuck in the middle. Don't know what to do at this point. So I had kind of just, put it in the back of my mind for a while. Rose up to this week. I'm just getting all this courage. I'm just amping myself up. I'm like, you know what? Whether they go or not, I'm about to go ahead and just go get it done. So I went this past Tuesday, but I have been telling myself since like Sunday, like, Shantae, just go ahead and do it. Just go ahead and, gain the courage, go to the place, get it done. So I had asked my sister about it too. My sister got it done. I had a couple friends, like I said, that got it done. I just know people in general that has always talked about it, but honey, nobody's stories made me want to get it. But I do still want to hear, the different things that people had to say about it, just to get a feel for it, how it's going to be, or how you can try to just set your mind to get yourself prepared. So, so this past Sunday, I was still thinking about it. So I'm telling my friends, my 2 best friends that was supposed to go, I'm like, y'all, I think tomorrow, matter of fact, Sunday, I was thinking about it. Monday, I really was like, you know what? I think comes tomorrow, which will be Tuesday, like, I'm going to get it done. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to get it out the way. I'm going to gain the courage. I'm going to go. So my sister amping me up. They like, you sure? Are you serious? Like, you ain't still scared? I said, I'm terrified. But I'm like, at this point, I'm tired of talking about it. And I just want to be about it. And at least I can say I tried it. But y'all, I'm just to the point where I was so nervous. Legs started shaking, everything. Even pulling up to the place, it was crazy. So let's forward all the way to Tuesday, the day of the wax. So the night before, on Monday, I had read up on their website and everything. So I went to a place called the European Wax Center. And I have heard good things about them since even before, now. And I knew somebody that went a couple years ago, actually. But so I read up on their website, just kind of getting a feel for what they were saying about it and everything like that. And then, like I said, I heard advice and got different opinions, different explanations, different everything from other people. And then I was like, it's up to you. It's just really one of those situations. Nobody can really give you a good comparison. Nobody can really tell you really how it's going to be. It's really one of those things you have to do it for yourself to understand how you can feel about it. So Monday night, I was telling myself, Shantae, you just gonna go. Make an appointment, go. So I was gonna originally wake up at 9 o'clock in the morning because that's when they open. Head right to the place, go ahead and just get it out the way. But my sister has told me it's better actually to go ahead and just set an appointment, because 9 times out of 10 you may not be able to get in as soon as you do a walk-in. So I said okay. So I had to also take her to the airport that day. When I had to take her to the airport, it was 12:30. So I called them. You know, I'm still like, I'm getting it. Girl, just get it. So I called them. I had an appointment. I set it for 2 o'clock. So I go take my sister to the airport, her and her best friend. And on the way back, I'm thinking about it the whole time. So my sister, like, you know, take some ibuprofen, take some Motrin, take a shot of liquor, you know, try to calm yourself down, try to be relaxed. But in my mind, I don't care what I had took, or if I had medicine, or if I took a shot, because I feel like once that strip, the first one came up, I feel like everything would have went out the door anyway. It wouldn't have mattered what I did to relax myself. But I also read on their website that they say to try to help yourself relax, take some ibuprofen. So yeah, I pull up to the European Wax Center. At this point, I'm getting nervous. And I'm going to be honest, I don't know how people can actually take their phone in there and record. And the reason I say that is because y'all some beasts. I give it up to you, because there's no way I would have been able to concentrate on recording, making it a vlog, and having her actually rip those strips up, especially it being my first time. So I applaud y'all. Y'all go ahead. So I couldn't do a vlog. I couldn't make it a vlog. But I applaud y'all for the people who do that, especially for y'all first time. Because I had watched some other people's videos on their first time, and I'm like, y'all did vlogs? Y'all the real MVPs. I give it up to y'all, because I couldn't have imagined trying to concentrate on what she was doing, what I was thinking, how I was feeling. But anyway, so I pulled up to the European Wax Center, and I'm just like, okay, I got 9 minutes to spare to my 2 o'clock appointment. And I did get some Motrin. My sister's best friend, actually, that was going to the airport with her, she had some Motrin in her suitcase. So I took these 3 Motrin, not knowing that you was supposed to take them like 30 minutes ahead of time, because it didn't do nothing for me. I'm just so nervous. I'm just like, as soon as I walk in, how you doing? What's your name? How you feeling? I said, terrified. Girl, this is my first time. I'm terrified. You got any good advice? Is there anything you can tell me to make me not walk out the door? I'm trying to be positive. So this girl, Samantha, who did my wax, she actually was going to be off, after she was done with me. I was her last person. So, like you get into a doctor's office, or you get into a place where you have an appointment, you got time to like sit down, probably look through your phone for a little bit before the person come out and grab you. Y'all, when I tell you, soon as my booty hit the chair, I seen somebody coming through the hallway. I said, talking to the receptionist, I said, is that her coming to get me already? She's like, yeah, that's her. Dang, Samantha, my booty literally just hit the chair. I'm not ready. I was so freaking nervous. I'm like, oh my God. So she grabs me. We go back to the room. And it's like, like almost like a doctor's bed. Like when you go to your doctor, you like lay down so they can examine you and things like that. It's like that. And I specifically wore a sundress, and I didn't have on no underwear, because I already been told by like a couple people, they're going to make you take those off anyway, and you're going to get undressed from the waist down. So I just made it easier for myself. So I just had on some sandals, had on a sundress. So she was like, all you have to do, is get up on the bed, and we're going to go ahead and get right into it. Y'all, as much as she tried to talk to me and just ask me questions and tell me stories about her, I was having communication with her. We was going back and forth. But when I knew the strip was about to come up, I couldn't really talk. I'm like, girl, it's one of them, like, hurry up. And in my mind, she really was going fast. But it wasn't fast enough for me. But I am going to tell y'all. So when you first walk in, you lay on the bed. I'm undressed from the waist down. You have to sit in a butterfly position. And if you don't know how that position is, make sure you Google and look at the images. But you have to put your legs in a butterfly, and then she goes ahead and go to work. And they use this purple hard wax. And so basically she was just like, breathe in, breathe out. I'm about to pull up. And the reason that it does hurt your first time, because I ain't gonna lie to y'all, it hurts. Like, I don't want nobody to try to tell you I don't hurt. It hurts. Listen to me. It does hurt. But it's not an unbearable pain. So I was getting into my mind like it was just gonna be this unbearable pain. I was telling her, like, if I cry, don't make fun of me, don't judge me. Like, because I didn't know what to expect. So I will say that it is pain, but it's not unbearable to where you can't get through it. Like in my mind, it's the type of pain that it's just irritating. So it's like somebody's almost hitting you in the same spot, or like if you get a tattoo, the tattoo is staying going the needle going in that same spot, that same area. So you're irritated. So you just like, I want them to hurry up and be done with it. But the worst part to me overall was when they down there Choo Choo Mama and she pulled the wax off of your lips down there. I don't care about the breathing in, the breathing out. Honey, I didn't care what she was having for dinner that night. I didn't care about nothing she was talking about, because that was the worst part, because that was even the most, well, it's all sensitive, but to me, those lips down there is even more sensitive. So when she pulled the strip from there, honey, I thought my lips was going to be on that wax. She was going to be holding them right in her hand when she pulled that wax up. Like, girl. But like I said, it's not a pain even to cry. Like, it's just like irritation. You like, okay, hurry up, let's get it done. So I did do that. I don't know how many strips it is either. I know some people might ask like, well, how many strips or how many, times did she have to put wax and pull up? Because I wasn't looking, of course, I'm laying back and I don't really know how many times she did it. And she did explain, when you really go your first time, your hair down there is coarse, because like if you shave and things like that, it kind of makes it hard to make it coarse. So it's even, it's kind of like you pulling from this coarse area down there and you putting this wax and just, ripping it. So it is going to be like some pain. But I know before she started, she had like put some oil down there. She had put some baby powder, kind of rubbed it in first. And then she went ahead and went with the wax. And like I said, she was nice. I do like her. Like if I do decide to go again, I will definitely go back to her. And the place was nice. It was clean. And once she finished with the front, sitting in the butterfly style, then she does the butt. Because I didn't even say, if nobody knows, if you're not familiar, the Brazilian wax is getting both your Choo Choo Mama and your butt. So I wanted it all. So for the butt portion of it, you actually don't do butterfly, or you don't turn around. You actually just take both your knees and lift it to your chest. And I will say that was only 2 strips. It was literally one for the right side, one for the left side, and that was done. I feel like that was actually the easiest part of the Brazilian wax altogether. But it did take a long time, because they only have 15 minutes intervals between like each client. So it didn't take long at all in my mind, because it's the first time. I'm like, I'm getting hot. Yeah. When I laid on that table, I was telling her like, I'm getting hot. She was like, oh, well, are you sweating? I said, hands sweating. Everything is just because in my mind, I'm just racing. I don't know what to expect. I don't know what's going on. She was like, well, let me turn on the fan. Girl, you got some air conditioning? You got anything? I just was going crazy. But her talking, make me feel comfortable, asking me, what you doing this weekend? And just telling me a little bit about her. That was good. Like I said, I did like her. I would definitely go back to her specifically again. But yeah, once the butt was done, once the front was done, you do feel better. Now, you do sometimes bleed. You may bleed just because, like I said, they're pulling from a sensitive area. So that's normal. I know that she was just saying that, of course, it's going to be sensitive, which it is like sensitive, because like I said, it's you get everything pulled from down there that you're not used to. So it was sensitive. And I know people, because even myself was wondering about like sex. So even the website has said that you have to wait like 24 to 48 hours. And I really just think it's because of how like sensitive it is down there, and being like red and just feeling like, because my thing was, once you even touch down there afterwards, it's like kind of like a, you kind of shake a little. You don't. I was like shaking a little bit, because I was like, it's kind of like tense, like, ooh, kind of got to be cautious of it. So that's understandable why I could see them saying that. But other than that, I feel like my experience for the first time was a good experience. I will not lie. Like I said, it definitely hurt. I'm not going to tell you nothing else. I'm not going to tell you, I can say it was definitely a feeling that you can get through. She tried to ask me if I have kids. I don't have any, so I couldn't have nothing to compare with. But I guess she was going to say, like, because she has a son, so she was going to say probably, well, if you could do that, if you can give birth, you could definitely do this. But I didn't have that to compare it to. So, I'm just going off of my own everything that I went through in it that day. It's just definitely one of those things that you want to try out for yourself and see if you want it done. And like I said, at least I could say that I experienced it and I was able to get it done. And I could talk about it if somebody ever asked questions about it. And she has said like the hair will be gone between 3 and 4 weeks. And if I want to come back, then I could definitely come back. Just don't shave within that time frame, because she said it will be like getting it done the very first time all over. Because it was stated that once you continue to go each time, your hair gets thinner down there, which means every time that they're pulling those next times, it's not as coarse, it's not hard, it's not as painful. So that's cool. I haven't decided yet. I told her like I'll definitely think about it. I got a couple weeks to think about it, so it'll be in my mind. But I am happy I did it. For sure. It was a different experience. But I gave it up too to the people that have been doing it for a very long time. Like, I feel like every time I go, I will have to prepare myself, because it's just not something that you're used to doing every single time. Or should I say, it's not something I'm used to doing every single time. So I really just would have to be like pacing myself and talking to myself and letting me know, like, Shantae, go ahead and get yourself ready. But it's like, for real, overall, I just couldn't keep talking about it. I'm like, you either gonna do it or you not. And if I keep talking about it, I'm probably not gonna do it. So I told y'all that last weekend, I'm just thinking to my head, like, you know what? I'm about to just go get it done. I'm about to go. And that's what I did. And then I'm like, now I'm convincing my friends, like, y'all should just try it. We all should just be able to say, we experienced getting it done. Don't be judging us because we ain't had it done yet. But now I'm a part of the club, so I can talk about it. But it was cool, y'all. Like, it was cool. It wasn't, like I said, it's not unbearable where you just can't take it. You're going to cry. You're going to walk out in the middle of it. It's nothing like that. It's just more irritable, where you just like, okay, hurry up. Let's get the ball rolling. Let's hurry up and get this process over with. That's how I feel. And then at the end, when you do get done, they do tell you, like, they have certain things that they sell that you can put down there, however, for like ingrown hairs or anything else that's going down there. So they give you this little bag, and it just says walk in, strut out. And I actually did buy something. I have bought the Slow Body Polish. It's called Slow Body Polish with Hair Growth Minimizer, and it's aloe. And basically this is kind of just like when you're in the shower, rub it, like massage it a little bit down there, and then just rinse it off, just kind of to keep like the ingrown hairs away, and just, you know, keep your skin feeling good, having that polish, having it still feel great. So, and then she had gave me like a pamphlet just telling you different things like in there, what you can do, what they're about. And yeah, I will say for the first time, it is pretty cool when you do go. The Brazilian wax is normally $60. But when you go for your very first time, you get 50% off of the Brazilian wax. Now, if you get another wax, like your legs, underarms, a bikini wax, different things like that, that's actually free for your first time. But since the Brazilian wax, I think probably costs the most, like I said, it's $60. You get 50% off your first time that you go, if you go to the European Wax Center. So that was great. So that was a good experience. Like, okay, I'm about to go in here. I'm only paying half. I bought that bottle that I showed you all, because you can't really see it because how I'm not as close to my camera. But this is considered the travel size, and it was only $6. You know, just trying to make sure I'm doing what they said you can do, just to keep it smooth and keep it feeling great. But I'm gonna just say I'm as smooth as a baby bottom. I ain't even gonna hold you. And I do just like the freedom. Like, it's like, it's just, it is an amazing feeling. I will tell you that. Like, as soon as I got done, I was in the mirror like, Samantha, you did all this? 'Cause girl, okay? But guys, I feel like if you haven't did it, now I'm gonna just be honest too. You know how people like, if you haven't, you should just do it. Let me tell you something. If you're not equipped to pain, if you don't feel like you can get through it, don't do it. I don't need nobody saying, well, Shantae said that it's probably this, and that. If you don't feel like you can do it, don't do it. But like I said, it was just me been talking about it, been thinking about it, saying that I want the experience. So I went ahead and made that move. So I feel like if you do feel like you can get through it because it's not an unbearable pain, then go for it. You know, live your life. Do a different experience. And let me know what you think about that. So like I said, guys, make sure that you like this video. Comment down below if you didn't got one before. If you want to go, if you've been thinking about it, share this video. Tell a friend and tell a friend. Let them know so they can go. And subscribe to this video. I hope that you all enjoyed this video. That was my experience on my first Brazilian wax, and I hope you all enjoy. I will have my bag and like the body polish up a little closer. It'll be a picture at the end. And like I said, I went to the European Wax Center, so if you got one where you from, check them out. And guys, until the next video, bye.
Are you listening?
Let's talk about it, Shantae. Let's talk about it, Shantae. Let's talk about it, Shantae. Don't talk about it, Shantae. Let's talk about it, Shantae. Let's talk about it, Shantae. Let's talk about it, Shantae.
I'ma talk about it, okay?
Only place I wanna be is in Shantae's world. Only place I wanna be is in Shantae's world. Only place I wanna be is in Shantae's world. Only place I wanna be is in Shantae's world. Let's talk about it, Shantae. Let's talk about it, Shantae. Let's talk about it, Shantae. Don't talk about it, Shantae. Let's talk about it, Shantae. Let's talk